At midnight, I might not be me. That much is true. Every time I move into a new home, I feel the old presence, and they feel my fear. They attack me. And every New Year's Eve, the dead make their move. Tonight was more of the same shit. When the clock struck 12, I was afraid I'd no longer be Rebecca Downey. My best bet was to always move elsewhere before ringing in the new year. Move to a different apartment. I mean, that's been my strategy thus far, but it's nothing more than a temporary fix. The thing is, I can't escape. And these aren't the same spirits attacking me. They don't follow me. Like undead understudies, the new blood shows up. New faces, new people. The hauntings an ongoing cryptic cycle. Stalkers I can't evade. They were drawn to my exotic tan skin and flowing black hair. I suppose they could have also been drawn to my big eyes and big boobs. Guess I couldn't blame them for wanting me beyond the grave. In room 10, I came face to face with my previous tormentor. Her painted portrait, she was a Southern belle named Gail Peterson. Hanging on the wall, the smooth illustration displayed her pale skin in gaunt frame. I suppose she was attractive, but nothing that'd pass for sexy in today's game. No wonder she wanted me. Then again, this whole fucking room was creepy from the start. The walls were narrow, cramped, a bulky TV complete with huge rabbit ears, my only company. A modest kitchenette offered a coffee maker and rusty stove. All I had were the bare essentials. The lone window, just a third-floor view of urban decay. I was just glad I'd moved the fuck out. Moved before Gail could make her move. Ready to leave this room, I turned to see Gail glaring behind me, standing right by my bed. Her slender green dress attached to that slender body. Like a dismissive delinquent, I smirked and gave her a smug nod. Left her all behind in that room. Left her all alone. In the hallway, my tank top and jeans had no chance in the cold. Here, I was in yet another apartment in Atlanta, Georgia. A brick mausoleum, complete with so many rooms. The Ashby House had almost 200 years of history, 200 years of tenants, 200 years of graves. The haunted boarding house held me captive. I had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I was too broke to move this year. Had no friends, much less a boyfriend. No job. I was alone with the spirits. Trembling, I looked over at my last apartment, room 12. Even from here, I could see my reflection in the mirror. See the many framed photos I'd left behind. Rebecca Downey, in her prime. My mischievous smile, my bohemian style, all captured in those pictures of decades past. But now, I had to leave it all behind. Another December 31st. Another apartment. I turned my focus back towards room 14, my new home for 2020. On this New Year's Day, I walked down the hall, past the bathroom I shared with the few tenants here that were still alive, wherever they were. Amidst the desolation, cryptic portraits surrounded me. Angry faces from different eras glared upon me, and deep down, I felt unease along with excitement for the upcoming year. Room 14 was even colder. There wasn't much inside. Hardly any of my possessions here, considering I just moved in last night. Right before midnight, to be exact. I was back in the same environment. There was the same kitchenette, the same claustrophobia. Only this room offered a balcony rather than lonely window. Polaroids were scattered across the bed like decorative roses. The photos showing a middle-aged black man, Clark Bowers. His rumpled business suit and oversized glasses hinted at the nerdiness, but not even the beer belly could disguise a handsome face and even warmer smile. But still, I was scared. For the new year, I had yet another spirit waiting for me, another spirit wanting to control me. I looked out at the balcony, at the black man leaning over the pathetic rail, his gaze captivated by the dark night, the Atlanta wind fluttering against his gray suit, against the many bloodstains. Nervous, I watched him, paralyzed in fear, realizing this cycle was only continuing into the new year, continuing until Clark possessed me this New Year's Eve, unless I escaped once more. On the balcony, the man turned around, his movement smooth, elegant, behind glimmering eyes. Clark Bowers stared right at me. His charismatic smile caught my attention. "My soul,"